I'm a chartered accountant, and I specialize in helping businesses grow so the owners can fund their desired lifestyle and choose how they spend their time. I've worked with business owners for 14 years, and recently my business and I have won a number of awards for the different way in which we work and the results that we've achieved. Through our partnership with Buy One, Give One, we've been able to help 83,000 less fortunate people all over the world. And over the last 12 months, we've been able to help our clients improve their profits by 30%, add £200,000 to the value of their business, and save in total £75,000 in tax. There's three problems in business, and the biggest problem I see is numbers. Now, numbers are the language of business, but it's so often that business owners either don't know, don't understand, or don't like their numbers. They don't know if their business is making money or losing money, or if they have enough cash in the bank. And unfortunately, not knowing the numbers is one of the key reasons why so many businesses fail. The next biggest problem is time. There's so little time for business owners because they're doing multiple roles to keep control of costs. And that means important tasks don't get completed, like strategy, marketing, leading, and improving. And time is lost with their family and friends and their hobbies and the things that are important to them. And the third biggest problem I see is not having a clear written vision. Business owners without a vision tend to be firefighting all the time, and they don't seem to be making the headway forward. So I decided to create a 7-step process to help that. And the first thing we do is create a clear vision written in numbers. And the way we do that is to jump forward into the future and look at the date into when the business is going to be complete. And the numbers that we use are the business owner's ideal take-home pay or ideal sale price. And from that number, we work backwards through the profit and the costs and the sales to work out what the business needs to look like and make sure that that can actually work with the team that they expect to have and the customers. And year by year, we work backwards until we get 1 year from today. And each year is broken down into 19-day goals, and we meet quarterly to make sure that everything's on track. We also identify and report the 10 key financial and non-financial numbers in the business, measuring the actual performance against the target to make sure that they're moving forward again, and create an action plan to help them either improve or maintain those numbers. And the rest of the steps in the process are saving tax, helping the business owner understand their why, identifying their ideal customer, their ideal team member, and systemizing their business. When you put all of that into place, it's quite easy then to be able to raise cash through the improvement, to be able to outsource work or to employ team members, so that then the business owner can do the important things and the things that they love to do. And typically, that process will take 24 to 36 months to be able to take through to fruition, after which we're reporting less regularly. And right now, my business is 2 years old. We have 3 in the team, and we're working towards fully systemizing the business. In 3 years' time, I'd like to franchise my business to enable UK accountants to take this model and go out and help business owners create a business that can run without them or can be sold for the maximum price. What I would like to do is to help more clients, and through client analysis, I've identified that technology and health sectors are where we excel and enjoy the most. So I'm looking to speak with business owners in those sectors who are looking to grow or already have a business turning over at least £500,000 and have at least 3 in their team. I'm known for interpreting the numbers and creating clear roadmaps to business success. And my mission is to leave people feeling inspired about their business and their future. Thank you.
I think you just buried the myth about the boring accountant, which is good. Yeah, very credible, enjoyable presentation.
Thank you.
It's a challenging subject because a lot of people don't get it. A lot of people think they can fly by the seat of their pants. A lot of them come unstuck. So very valuable message. If you can actually make the message sound interesting, you're probably going to save a lot of businesses from a fate worse than death, because they're actually going to listen to you and do something about it. Obviously caring and passionate, which I think is great. I love the 7-step process. That's absolutely what's needed. And I think what I interpreted about what you said was that you effectively begin at the end and work backwards, which I really like as well, something I do myself.
Thank you.
Well done, thank you.
Thanks.
Yeah, hi Stephen. He stole the punchline, but yeah, absolutely right. Well done. I mean, as soon as you introduced where we were going, being completely transparent with you, after our last pitch, my shoulders sagged a little bit, and you brought them back up straight away because you just came across really credible, really passionate, very structured, and having been through this journey 3 times with businesses, yeah, I mean, I wish I'd met you before. It might have saved me a lot of sleepless nights.
Thank you.
I think that there's a couple of bits of help, advice. Be very happy to introduce you to. Have you heard of a website called smarter.com?
I have, yes.
So Shah Wasmond, who's an amazing entrepreneur, was the founder of that. You should definitely talk to her because you should be on that site, given that they have videos with entrepreneurs and other people that can add value, and so you should absolutely be on there. And they should be a channel to market for you. You should be, promoted by them as someone that can help. And then there's a fast-growing, cool company called Dudil. Yeah. Again, you should speak to those guys because obviously part of what they're about is transparency and due diligence on small, medium-sized companies. I think you guys could even perhaps in time set up an accreditation process for them, for people to be able to go and say, wow, have you been through Stephen's accreditation process? That makes me more comfortable with the way you're running your company. So yeah, I could see as you scale this, you could be helpful to the VC community, you could be helpful to the investment community. Your process could start to be considered as a really good way of doing early stage due diligence on companies. So really well done, very good.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, it was very good. I thought you made a potentially very dull topic sound interesting, which is very good. A couple of points I would add. When you right at the end, you spoke about the sort of businesses you focused on, the sectors and the side. I put that right up front, so I kind of got right away what you're getting to. I wanted a little bit about the business model. How do you make money out of it? What do you charge? What are the benefits from the client's point of view? How would they look at it? Why would they see it as not something as good to do, but something that makes financial sense to them? But the process, absolutely spot on. I think most entrepreneurs would recognize that as a great way to manage a growing business, would go to the future, come up with an ideal outcome, manage it on 90-day roadmap. I mean, it's kind of, sure we all do it, but most small businesses don't do it that way. And I think getting them to do that, I think, if they did nothing else, would make an absolutely huge difference. So I think it was a good pitch.
Thank you.
Yeah, I don't really have much to add to the other judges. I thought it was a very good pitch, nicely structured. It was much more interesting than I initially thought it would be. And yeah, no, it's very good. And also for small businesses, they all have an accountant, or most have an accountant, but they won't have a management consultant, they won't have a mentor, they won't have any of these things. So the fact that you're an accountant, they can go there, get all these other value adds, I think is a very, very, very good thing.
Thank you.
Stephen, I totally get where you're coming from, and I totally get you. What I'm going to say sounds critical, and it is, but I'll come back. What you're pitching is business consultancy, management consultancy, and you're using all the language of accountancy. What you're pitching is actually far broader and more compelling and far more valuable. And you kept saying numbers, and then you corrected yourself after about 3 minutes, and you said financial and non-financial. In actual fact, what you were talking about were metrics. And they were the key metrics that most businesses, small, medium, large, and corporate, all miss. They're all firefighting all the time. And you're right, you need to get them focused on a framework, a rigorous framework. And I'm just giving you some words to put into the pitch that you've already got, which is why I'm saying it sounds critical where it's not. Learn the language of management consultancy, and that will take what you just said to a completely different level and a different audience. And actually, it's the same pitch. So I thought it was really good, but just learn a few more things. You are a management consultant masquerading as an accountant. That was a compliment.
Yeah, very well put.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, judges. Thank you for that feedback. 9 with Guy, 8 with Al, 7 with Mike, 9 and 8. Well done, Stephen.